Go Healthy Grandma here again today to show you my So Easy vegetable soup. This is how I clean my refrigerator of any leftovers, vegetable odds and ends. The advantage of this is that most of these have been washed already. I have a tomato here that's been washed and cut off of several times apparently. I have some cauliflower already washed and maybe only going to last another day or two. I have onion already washed and peeled. My mushroom here looks questionable. Nope, we're getting rid of that. Okay, and then I had some peas that I had taken out for a salad and forgot about apparently. And then I have my zucchini. I had one little zucchini. I did have to wash that. And I had 3 mushrooms that looked okay, and I did wash those. They came from a different bag. Okay, so all I'm going to do is I've got my 1 quart Revereware pot here. I'm going to cut my mushrooms. Can be thick, thin, however you want it. It's just easy to just cut them thick because they're all going to soften up in my vegetable soup. So it's only going to take me about 5 minutes to cut up this stuff. I might as well use all of this cauliflower because otherwise I don't think it's going to get used this week. And so I'm just chopping that fairly large too because again it's all going to soften up and kind of meld together in my easy vegetable soup. Okay, so the big hunks are okay. That's good for that. This is a great way to use all these leftover things that you kind of forget about if you go through once a week on the weekend and throw all your veggies in the pot and then just let it simmer. It smells up the house really nicely. And you also have the bonus of not wasting all those vitamins and minerals that you kind of forgot about at the end, at the bottom of the fridge. So rough cut on these. I kind of like the taste of a whole zucchini and the skin in it, so that's what I go for. If you don't like that veg, use cabbage, use something else. You could use carrots, you could use whatever's in the bottom of your fridge. Here's my peas, just dump them in. There we go there. We know we always like onion in soup, so we'll get rid of the rest of this onion in a good way. So, because I do often like cabbage in soup as well, and I don't have any today, look how good these things look. I'm going to go ahead and use some of this sauerkraut that I have here. It's called Oli Kraut. It's made in Olympia, Washington. And I don't go through a lot of it, so it's expensive sauerkraut. It's raw sauerkraut. It's all organic. It's really good sauerkraut. But I use it for maybe a salad or maybe make a Reuben sandwich on my buckwheat crackers. But then I don't use it all up. So oftentimes if I don't have cabbage for my soup, I'll just go ahead and put a little bit of this sauerkraut in. It gives it another layer of flavor. Okay, now I'm going to check this tomato. It felt a little squishy. Let's check. I'd say it still smells okay, so I can use some of those vitamins in there. And that'll give it a little more redness. Now, once I get all my vegetables in, I'm going to add distilled water. Look how pretty. Okay, then I'm going to add my distilled water. And then you ask, well, are you just going to have vegetables in broth? Do you do any flavoring for the broth? What are we going to do with it? So I add all my water. And then my little trick, my secret trick is organic ketchup. So the organic ketchup is going to give me all the extra flavor that I need. So I'm going to do maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 big squirts of it. If I had some organic barbecue sauce, I'd probably use that as well to give it a little bit of a kick, but I don't have any today. And so I'm going to let these, now I'm done with this. This is all finished. That's all I'm going to do. I'm looking for maybe a little bit more redness than that. So I'm going to add a little bit more ketchup. Okay, as these vegetables cook down and meld together, it's going to make a good broth even if you didn't add that much ketchup. But I like the redness and I like the smell of it. So that's it. Here's my veggies all mixed together. I don't know if you can see my broth very well, but it's kind of red and you can see it. Maybe if I tip it a different way. Alrighty then. And it's on the stove. I get ready for work. And I've got my lunch before work. Now, I do have some olive oil over here, and my Himalayan sea salt, and my black pepper. And I am going to add that at the end, because once this is cooked down, it's all soft, I'll put it in my bowl. Each time I serve myself the soup, I add my salt, my olive oil, and pepper at the end. It makes for a much fresher taste than if it all cooks together. So that's it for now. I'm going to get this on the stove and I will show you when it's finished. So it's been about an hour. My soup's been on the stove on a medium. You could have it low for a longer period of time, or if you really wanted it fast, you could put it on a higher temperature and it would get done faster. This is what we have. All the vegetables have melded together. The longer you cook this, the softer the vegetables will get. So, right now, they still are retaining some of they're soft, but you can still see they're retaining their self. They're not like melted into the broth at this point. Eventually, after a couple more warmings of the soup, everything will get even softer and squishier and will even blend together more. But on this first one, you actually get the more taste of the fresh vegetables. Like the zucchini still retains its own zucchini flavor. The cauliflower retains its own cauliflower flavor at this point in time. In the future, then they will meld down all together more, like by tomorrow. So what I do to finish this is first I float some extra virgin olive oil on the top. Just about a teaspoon to a tablespoon. And the reason I do this after is because it's much fresher tasting. You can taste the olive oil separate from the vegetables, separate from the broth. It's not all one flavor. Then I add my Himalayan sea salt, which again, it retains more of its vitamins and minerals if you add it at the end when it's not boiled away. And then my pepper from my pepper blender. And that's it. That's my So Easy vegetable soup made from leftovers that you didn't even know you had a meal.